been dealing with a new center after JPJ left this offseason? How's Poncho kind of dealt with that role?
I mean, I feel like he stepped up pretty well. You know what I mean? We all just trying to get back into things, get the rest off. Poncho's been doing a great job, though. And, I mean, he did a great job all last year, too, you know what I mean? Because we always switch around groups here and there, you know what I mean? You always work with multiple different people throughout the week. They switch up the groups every couple weeks, so you get to work with everybody. So, you know what I mean? I've already been used to the way that he does things, so he's been doing pretty well, though.
What about with Dylan in there? I mean, new signal caller, not named Bo Nix. What's it been like getting used to him?
It's a lot different. I ain't gonna lie, but it's still pretty much the same though, cause he still got that. He's a lot older, he's a lot more mature. You know, he still got his great leadership skills that he has, and he's stepped up to the plate. And I mean, he's been doing it. He's been doing the right thing. So yeah.
What's it like for you going up against Jordan in practice? Where you talk about good on good and reps that'll be valuable to development and long term and pros and all that kind of stuff. What's that like?
I mean, I feel like it's been like that the whole time I've been here, but I mean, especially with Jordan now, just another year under his belt, a lot more maturity, a lot more knowing each other, you know what I mean? Like we know what to expect from each other, you know what I mean? But I think Jordan gets me better every day, you know what I mean? Whether there's some run stuff, pass stuff, it don't matter. He's gonna get me better, so yeah.
Going into year 3 for you, how do you feel like you've changed the most this offseason? What's your mindset going into this year?
Just be the best leader and tackle I can be. Trying to lead our offense, be number one offense in the country, trying to go get a natty. You know what I mean? That's been my goal since I came in.
What do you think you've improved the most from, your first 2 years to where you are now?
Really just mentally, just knowing everything and being able to help everybody around me. And I feel like physically, I've been trying to work on just being a little bit more physically imposing, and showing that more on film. So I feel like that's probably my biggest things to work on and things I have to improve is just being a lot more physical.
What's your impressions of Bedford?
Oh, Matt Bedford? Oh man, that's my dude right there. Super high energy dude, keeps everybody positive. You know what I mean? Hard worker. He be up here with me in the mornings. You know what I mean? So he's hosted events at his house. You know what I mean? Like he's just like an old soul, but he's a great leader as well. And he keeps the room together.
Standard for O-line play here has been pretty high.
Always.
How does that kind of motivate this group this year with some new faces to kind of get going?
I mean, like you said, the standard's the standard. You know what I mean? It's always been high, and I mean, the motivation was never lost. It's always been there. I feel like we are more motivated than we've probably ever been. You know what I mean? Because you don't have all the dudes that have had 4, 5, 6 years underneath their belt. Like everybody's just like second, third year. I mean, except for Bedford and Marcus and AJ. You know what I mean? Like those are dudes like just 4 or 5 years. But everybody else this is like their second, third year getting into it. So, yeah.
Stephen Jones was such an important piece on the field, also in the locker room. Just replacing that, how do you guys go about that? Is it one person that you look for, or is it collectively? Just
I'm gonna say Steve played a huge role in my life, especially on the field and off the field, just kind of showing me the way. But I mean, like you said, I feel like it's a lot more collectively, because he played a big role on just not in the O-line room, but on the team. You know what I mean? So I feel like collectively, as an O-line, we trying to just fill in his shoes as far as being a leader.
Just a couple of padded practices so far, but what we've seen from Shaq is just a very large freshman as a guy who's quite physically imposing yourself.
That boy, that's a big human being. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I want to say there's a lot to learn always. It kind of reminds me of myself mentally when we came in. But I want to say that it's just how it goes. You come in, you don't really know too much. You learn slowly, but I feel like once he learns and he's sure of himself, it's gonna be done deal.
Have there been moments in practice so far where you see some of those physical traits come across?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's nothing really like super specific, but you can just watch and just be like, okay, yeah, he can be a dude once he gets it there, for sure.
I know you mentioned Burke, but are there any other defensive guys who've given you some really good matchups so far that have been fun?
everybody. I'm like, I mean, like, there's not really a drop off no more because everybody knows what they're doing. Everybody's been here for long enough. Like, Tail been here for a year, Blake Purchase been here for a year, Tim too, you already been here for a year. Like, they all got time underneath their belt, game reps underneath their belt. So, like, there's no drop off anywhere.